Do you want more? More time, more balance, more love, more sex, more money, more real, and less bullshit? This is the Women Wanting More podcast with Dr. Karen Osborne. Real life, real stories, plus real tips to get you more of what you want.
So sometimes we think that complicated is better. Now, I had this realization when I had my group mastermind call the other day with the sisters that I coach on it. And the theme that kind of kept coming back was like, simple works. Simple works. The clients, the women that I have a privilege of coaching, and by the way, I'm walking to my son's school right now to go pick him up after school. And I have on flip-flops, and I just realized that there's like the flip-flop sound. So if that's in the background and it aggravates the shit out of you, nothing I can do about it because I'm recording this podcast. Maybe this is a good lesson in like distraction and not hearing it, but I'll just keep on going here. So what we came to in the group call was that some of the most profound shifts, transformations, realizations that the women have that I coach are based on simple things of shifts they make in the marriage where they just start going like, oh my God, I've actually committed to sending those text messages each day and holy shit, like things are really changing. And it might take a while. It might have taken 2 months until they're starting to notice a difference, but they're willing to do that simple thing daily. They start committing to date nights and they go, holy shit, it took a couple. It felt really awkward at first and it was hard finding a sitter and made all these stories. But now we're like 4 weeks in and we can't wait to have that time to connect and be with each other and not have the kids around and really invest in our marriage. And we're actually starting to talk better. We're communicating better. We're connecting better. I did an episode a few back. This is the second time I've explained about positive focus and how being able to see a different possibility and see the lesson and the gift in it is just like profound. And when women actually start using it and actually start doing that, they actually start doing the work. Byron Katie's The Work from her book, Loving What Is. Like life-changing, simple practices. But yet, we think that complicated is better. Like it can't be that easy. It's got to be something more. See, when I was a chiropractor in practice, and I would explain to people when they came in for the first time how chiropractic worked, like how this worked and what I would end up doing with them. And so I would explain it this really simple way. You know, there's a misalignment we found in your spine, a bone that's out of place, and when that happens, it puts pressure on the nerve. That nerve then causes the body to malfunction. So what that means is the brain cannot communicate properly with the body, which means you don't work as well. So if we remove the interference, it means your brain and body can now talk properly and you will work better. And they'd go, that's it? I'm like, yep. It's got to be something. Because, I've seen all these specialists and I've tried all these things and nothing's worked. And you're telling me that these adjustments over time to help my brain and body to communicate better, to clear the interference, is actually going to help my body to work better and to heal. And I go, that's exactly right. All right. And then, couple adjustments in, couple months in, or several months in, depending on the person, I'd be like, oh my God, I've tried everything. This is so amazing. And I'm like, I know. It's simple. See, it's like, I heard another chiropractor explain it this way one time, where it was something like, we're sharing with someone else that he knew that said this, is like, and this is, he was referring to exactly chiropractic, and it was this. It was like, it's so simple, what does it say? It's so simple. Oh, fuck, now I can't remember. Oh, it's so simple, it's like it insults the mind or something like. In other words, we're looking for it to be more complicated. We've been programmed to believe that life is complicated, and it can be complicated. The body can be complicated. Health is not. Things can be complicated. But the solutions that we need to do, the simple steps, are exactly that, sister. They're simple. It's just a matter of most people are not willing to do things consistently. Take a look at something like weight loss. What does it involve to lose weight? Well, sure, we could look at quality food and types of food, but essentially it's like eat the food your body's designed to eat. It had a parent. It came out of the ground. It came out of a tree or some kind of a plant, a bush. So fruits, veggies, nuts, seeds, meats, protein. And move every day. Get enough sleep and drink some water. Like, it's not rocket science. But yet most people are not willing to consistently do the simple things that make a difference. They think something huge is going to do it. So let's say, for example, we talk about your marriage. I know a lot of women that at first will say, well, I was sending text messages and I was letting him know how much I love and appreciate and honor him, but, he didn't respond back, so I just stopped. Or, we got busy, the kids, and then it was summer, and suddenly it's like 2 years later. Or, we did dates for nights for a little bit and just kind of stopped and fell off track. But here's what I'm going to do. We're going away for a weekend. Oh man, we're going to have a whole lot of sex. We're going to be together a lot. Like, it's going to be so great. Like, we'll do this big event. We'll go away for a whole week. We'll go to Cabo. It'll be awesome. And think that this big thing is going to be the solution, will be the thing that actually shifts things, when really it is the simple daily steps. I'm not saying don't have that fun weekend away or week away. Do that too. But it is the simple things that will make all the difference. It is the simple things, sister. Life is not all that complicated. Marriage is not all that complicated. Parenting, that's a whole other realm. Also involves investing in your children, reinvesting time in, unlike marriage. Similar to marriage. Things don't have to be as complicated as you make them out to be, but you do need to have a couple things in place. Number one, what do you want? What is the outcome that you desire from the thing that you're doing? That could be with your body, it could be with your marriage, it could be with purpose or spirituality, it could be with your business and your bank account. What clearly is it that you want? I was on the phone with someone today and she said, well, I want fulfillment. I'm like, that's awesome. What is that? What does that mean, and how do you know when you get there? Like, clearly define what is the outcome I want. Number two, you have to know, why does this matter to me? Like, why is it an absolute must? If someone says, well, I want to lose weight to be healthy, like, that doesn't get me excited to get out of bed early in the morning. Would that excite you? I want to earn more money because I want to provide for my family. Well, I guess maybe you could go deeper with that one. Why is it your holy cause? Why is it an absolute must? Why must it happen? And the third thing is, you simply have to commit to doing whatever is required to make it happen. Whatever is required. So I knew 4.5 years ago that I had this message delivered to women. I didn't know what it was, but I was committed to finding out what it was. I was committed to doing the work. And here we are, 4.5 years later, clearly defined message, lots of failed attempts at things. I still fail at stuff all the time. Throw out a video, no responses. I make an offer for coaching, one person says I'm in. I have a webinar, a ton of people show up, register, not as many really actually show up. Happens all the time. But see, I'm committed to doing whatever is required to reach women with this message of more, of helping them see what they cannot see, of letting them know that whatever they decide to have within their marriage, with how they define their purpose, with how they live their life, is possible. That they can create, and you can create, sister, anything that you want within your life. But you need to know those three things. What clearly is it that you want? Why must it happen? And really a decision to doing the necessary work to getting that thing that you want. It's not that complicated. It's actually quite simple. But are you committed to doing the simple things which will make a profound difference in your life, my sister? So here's your more tip for today. What is the thing you've been wanting to do that you've been making so fucking complicated? Like, you're saying something like, you know what, I really want to start up this business, but I got to attend all these webinars first, and I need to read these 10 business books, and I'm going to do Marie Forleo's B School and all this other kind of online course stuff, and, I'm going to get in Facebook groups and ask questions and get feedback, and then I will start to begin to do the work of what I need to do. Fuck that. Start doing. Stop making it so complicated. Take the first step. You are ready. Go. 3, 2, 1, go. as we would say in the CrossFit world. 3, 2, 1, go. Stop making it so complicated. So what is that one thing you're making complicated? And I want you to take one step towards simplifying it. And that could simply be that you just start doing something. If it's been that you've been the one who's in the way of making things happen because you think it's not the right time, you don't have enough money, you're not ready, all that kind of stuff, just let go of the stories and do one thing that actually creates momentum, that puts action behind that. So journal that down and see what insight that comes up, and then commit to making that thing simpler. If you truly want it, you will find a way, and it's a lot more simple than you think. So listen, I want you right now, after you listen to this podcast, you can actually click on the link in the show notes to the new site that just launched a few weeks ago. It's drkarenosburn.com. So that's drkarenosburn.com. I want you to go ahead and subscribe to the Woman Wanting More newsletter if you haven't already. Enter your name and email and get you hooked up on that today, which will give you VIP access to all things Women Wanting More, my new book coming out within the next year, all the Women Wanting More live events, with the next one coming up in October, the first and the next. There are currently 4 spots that are open to apply for that. My Women Wanting More Next Group Mastermind opens up at the end of September. So in a couple of weeks, we'll be running with 6 women in that particular group mastermind. My one-on-one coaching programs that are opening up, as well as all the information about the podcast, masterclasses, webinars, and everything with the Women Wanting More tribe and sisterhood. So make sure to head over to drkarenosburn.com right now, enter your name and email. You can even actually apply for coaching programs right there on the website. You can read stories of the women that I've coached and all the amazing results that they've gotten when they've gotten clear on what they wanted, why they wanted it, and when they commit to actually doing the work. So I will talk to the next episode, sister. A life of more is just one step away from you doing the fucking work every single day. I love and appreciate you.
To get the show notes of each Women Wanting More episode, including the How to Get More tip, subscribe to the newsletter at drkarenosburn.com/newsletter.